Swung on and hit in the air to deep left. That ball.
That one is drilled to left center. Frazier going back his bets on the track at the wall. See ya! Home run, Clint Frazier. 3-0 Yanks. Got to be the shoes. 2-0 Yanks.
Lifted in the air to left. Long run for Frazier. He dives and makes the play.
Frazier got a late jump and he dives. Long run for Frazier. He leaps and he makes the play.
What's going on, guys? I'm here with Clint Frazier, former MLB pro, to talk about his sneaker collection. If you can't tell, we are in this insane sneaker room in his house, and he's got some crazy shoes. Now, we've known each other throughout the years through mutual friends. Recently, been hanging out a lot more, been playing pickleball. If you guys might have been seeing me talk about that, our newfound love. But he has an insane love of sneakers, and this collection is crazy. We're talking insane hype that you will see and you want to see every day, but then also custom cleats. There's just pairs that we have to get into it. So welcome to the channel, Clint. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me, bro. It's exciting. Hey guys, what's up? It's Clint Frazier. If you haven't followed me in the past, then I need to explain who I am a little bit. And one of the things that I did do was I played baseball for 26 years of my life. To what extent, I played for the New York Yankees for 5 years, Chicago White Sox for 1, Chicago Cubs for another year, and then a few years in the minor leagues along the way. But I think as time progressed and I got a little bit older, I started to have interest in certain things, and a lot of those interests were clothes, shoes, and just fashion as a whole. And so I tried to integrate, what I wore off the field into what I wore on the field. So that led to me putting cleats on the bottom of some of my shoes that I had in my collection. So, some of those cleats were Travis Scott 1s, Cause 4s, Cactus Jack Air Force 1s. I mean, you name it, I ignorantly did it.
So let's go ahead. We're just gonna flow this. What I like to do on these is kind of flow it and just start talking about pairs that we see. So there's a little bit of organization to this, I can tell. We've got dunks, dunk highs, 3s, 4s, but we'll just start over here, because when I talk about like quality, it's like everything you want. So let's start off here. Let's go OG. We got 85s, 3 different colors, Chicago's, neutral grays, and then the breads. Incredible. So let's start off like, where did your collection kind of start? Did you start with OG pairs, or did you just start with kind of like anything that caught your eye?
Dude, the first pair that I think I bought was the Nigel 1s.
Ones, yep.
And then those like set me off, right? And I used to have a contract with Adidas, and I had a bunch of merch money left over, and it was gonna expire at the end of the year. And my friend had the bread 1s, and I was like, dude, I'll give you the rest of my merch money for those bread 1s right now. He did, and the next thing you know, bro, it led to this.
Let's see, what size shoe are you first? So these are all your sizes, I assume.
I would say, yeah, I'm a 10.5. I would say 98.9 or 10.5 in here with the occasional 10.
What's cool to me when we're looking, even when we pull out like 85s, like these are all in great shape. You guys know getting 85s in a good condition is very difficult. And like even these are just in such good shape. I tried to get this pair at an auction recently, and they went for too much. I think they went for like 11 grand.
Wow.
At the end of it. They were dead stock though. They're brand new pair.
I think I got both of these. I think I got both of these from a dude on Instagram named Curated Van.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he hits me up occasionally. I think I got the breads and the neutral grays, but the Chicagos, I got those off of GOAT. I remember seeing, I don't know, I think I paid like $2,500 for them. I think the craziest thing, bro, is you can feel like it's crunchy.
Yeah.
Like it's just decaying in there, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, the shoes are older than you and I, so
yeah.
It's interesting to hold them in hands and see how they're holding up at this stage of their life.
Literally. And then right below that, you've got the more modern versions of these, I would say. Chicago Off-Whites, one that we've talked about more recently. We've had plenty of pairs of these and have become super sought after in the space, and the price just keeps going up. The EUs, another one. These are aging pretty crazy. And then UNCs, obviously. But point out some of the pairs that like stick out to you as like staple. I can see you got fragments here.
Yeah.
The Dior 1 highs, like.
So the Dior is like coincidentally for me, like I don't know why, but these hold like obviously let's put the price aside, like everyone knows how much those cost. But when I played baseball, I wore number 77. And somehow, some way, bro, when I bought these shoes, it was pair 2077.
That's crazy.
So, like, one of the things in there for me was, obviously I was like, oh, these are expensive as hell. But when I saw 2077, I was like, what are the chances that, I mean, I know it's not, if it was number 77, that'd be crazy. But an association with 77 made me think like, dude, those were meant to be put in my hands.
Yeah.
Maybe not on my feet, but in my hands.
Even, okay, so I'm going off on random tangents, but like, it doesn't seem like you sell a lot of shoes.
I've never sold, I take that back. I've sold maybe like 12 pairs, but it was like super recent. They were like all under $100 on StockX. I had the boxes, I was just trying to get rid of them.
Yeah.
So like anything of hype, I've never sold. Anything that was a dud that's below retail, I've probably like offloaded it just to get it out of my basement.
So we'll keep making our way down on this section because there's just so many. Classic SB. So you're a dunk guy.
Dunk, yeah. I would say my dunk collection is probably outweighs majority of the rest of them I have. I mean, it's predominantly ones, SBs, dunks, occasional Mac attacks mixed in there for the pickleball vibes. Yeah. But like, other than that, man, this is like 100% Nike basement.
Yeah.
Majority of it being ones and dunks.
Yeah, you showed me there's only 2 pairs in here that are not Nike.
Yeah, Yeezy Slides and the Turtle Doves.
Which is a good one. So we'll keep going with SBs, Para SBs. This is a very special pair though.
This one is, so like, yeah, I would say this, like I can't leave my friend out. His name is Warren English, his brother is Drew. They have, you know, an English sole as their platform, but majority of my hype shoes in here that you double take at and you look at and like, whoa, those are in here, they're from him. So these are from him, the Dunks are from him. I'm trying to think of like the Oregon 3s are from him. Like anything that you're spending like bands on, Warren's got them, and obviously they come in insane condition, and you know, he's somebody that I trust whenever I want to spend the money like that on a shoe.
Definitely. I've worked with them before. They always hit me up and they're like, let's do like a $200,000 mystery box because they can put together, dude, some crazy stuff.
It's insane. The connections that they have behind the scenes, like I don't know exactly what they are, but I know that they're pretty big.
So for me, it's hard. I want to just keep going through what's right here because there's such good stuff, but it keeps going. Like we got the CPFMs, you have the Platinum colorway, which is a great one. I've had these, I love wearing these when I had them, but then you also have the Friends and Family version, another great one. It seems like you wore these a good bit.
I wore those a few times, yeah. I would say like, bro, like I had a real bad problem in 2021 because that's whenever I really started to love shoes. I mean, I loved them, but I had a lot more money from playing baseball at the time.
Yeah.
So like, dude, I was ordering boxes to Yankee Stadium. So some of these shoes fell casualty to me not being able to bring the boxes home with me. And so like, I'd just be walking around the locker room in the CPFMs and people would just be looking at, they call those my Elton Johns, you know what I mean? People would make fun of me, but like, man, like the addiction went on fast.
I know, you definitely, Nick actually came in here and filmed a video with our buddy Blake a few years ago. And even since then, you said you've added about like 600 pairs?
Dude, I have no idea. I know that when they came, we had this entire wall filled out. Pretty sure we had these 3 rows, but when 2020 came around, I had these shelves custom made because, dude, if you came to my basement, I just had shoes just lined up like all over the floor. I had nowhere to put them, which is honestly a reason why my purchasing for the shoes has kind of been halted a little bit. It's because I don't have any more room.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like I've contemplated like knocking down a wall right there to extend a little bit further to have more room, but like ultimately it's like, I mean, when's it gonna stop? You know what I mean?
Exactly. So point out some of your favorite pairs on this wall here, if you can kind of narrow it down, because we're gonna talk about, you know, your top 5, if you can do that. We're gonna talk about kind of some of your most recent, but let's say some of your favorites on this wall here.
Okay, so there's a few. I mean, obviously it's gonna be hard, but one of my favorites are these.
Unions, yep.
I have 2 pairs of these. It's the blue ones.
I like the blue over
I
the
love
black.
the blue ones.
Yep.
I have the black ones, but
Yep.
I have 2 pairs of these. It's ridiculous, but I was like, dude, these are insane.
Oh, yeah.
So especially whenever it comes to like, I don't know what to even call the tongue on this. They did this with like some of there was like a green pair, I can't remember the name of them, but they started to do some of the
Styrofoam.
yeah, it was like an off-white vibe to
Yep.
it where it's almost like broken down a little bit.
Yep.
Like a Mars yard tag kind of, you know?
Yep.
But I liked those. So those are definitely one of my favorite ones. I would say one of my sneaky favorite dunks in here is the Nike Bucks.
Ah,
Like, dude,
love
I
those.
love them. I think I have 2 pairs of these. I don't know where the second one is, but I mean, I loved the buck on the back. These are kind of hard to wear, but
the colors are bright.
dude, they are clean, bro. So that's one of my favorites.
I had that pair personal for a long time, and I finally sold them. That's at
Yeah.
11 and a half. I love those.
Dude, yeah. I mean, like I said, if I like it, I buy 2 of them.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. So I have weird stuff, right? Like there's shoes that I love, but then I put them on my feet and I can't wear them. So they're my favorites, but I've never stepped out in them, right? One of those is, I think it's these. These were one of my first like big dunk purchases. The Ferris Bueller's. Like, dude, these were so sick because even the laces that they came were themed with the, I don't know what kind of print that is, leopard print, whatever print he was wearing in the movie. So like these, I mean, I showed y'all over there, you can't really see it, but I had a custom like wood block made with those. I mean, bro, it's,
There's so many pairs.
I try to not make my favorite pairs the pairs that are the most expensive because I feel like that's a little bit of a cop-out, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of shoes in this room, so it's hard to narrow it down, but like ultimately it comes down to like, what is my favorite, what do I like? I mean, these were some of my favorites.
Pine greens, yeah.
Dude.
I love the SB4s.
God, I loved everything about how they changed everything, you know? They made it more durable. Obviously, if you're gonna skate in these are a little bit more comfy.
Comfortable to wear, yep.
Yeah, like I found some of the 4s were just, they were too big and like, dude, I'm not that tall, so like looking down, these just look like boxes on my feet.
Well, I think now, when those came out, there was a bit of like people pushing back on it. Hi, kitty. Because of the hype. And
I can get him out of here.
it's
He's
fine. With those, I feel like people were turned off by them because of the hype around them. But now, since it's kind of wearing off, I feel like it's coming back around where it's like, yeah, that's a really good shoe. I just feel like people sometimes are turned off by the hype, and that was one of those pairs.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Chicago Off-Whites
100%.
because, you know, like I feel like every time I turned it on, I saw like an influencer that was like 16 years old
Yeah.
running those things into the ground.
With the box logo
Yeah,
hoodie.
yeah, like it was just like, it screamed like, yo, I've got a little bit of money, I spent it all on
Yep.
the Off-Whites.
Yeah.
So like, I didn't wear those a lot. I have seen people recently talking like, I think I saw like 2J's Kicks talking about it the other day. He's like, dude, I gotta go get a pair. Like, I
Yeah.
can't believe I don't have one. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad they're coming back because that was a pair that I like low-key felt a little embarrassed to wear out.
I could see that because when they first came out, they were like $2,000. Like they were back then that was a lot of money.
Yeah.
But they were reselling for like $2,000, and it was like I got a couple pairs and I just sold them because I was like, yeah, they're cool, but they're just like mega hype beasts. And I make content on hype shoes, but it just felt like super hype to have those.
You're buying too, like you're leaning too much into the hype beast if you're
Yeah.
wearing those. That's what it felt like for me. But like, bro, I did a deal with StockX back in like 2019, and they gave me those for free. So like, I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't complain on that. So let's see if there's more pairs. I guess one that would have to be one of your favorites. You said one that helped start it was the Nigels.
Dude.
You've probably had a couple pairs of these, huh?
I have a couple pairs of those, but that's what honestly started my like in-game shoe kicks. I posted those on my Instagram and I tagged Nigel. I think I tagged StockX. I don't know what I did. I think I was a little savvy and like put the StockX green tag in there to like show them like, hey, I'm doing this for free. It was against the Red Sox when I wore those, and it was Jackie Robinson Day. So it was a big game, and I ended up hitting a home run. I think I homered off of Chris Sale, and so Nigel saw him. Nigel posted them on his page, like he was like, these are crazy, you know, and like that led to then I think I did the Travis Scotts after that, the College 4s. That was what made me realize like people are really invested in what I'm doing with my spare time, which is apparently ruining hype shoes by putting spikes on them. So I was just trying to pull out a shoe that people would be like, God, like this guy, I can't believe this guy just put cleats on these, much less played a game in them. So those were sick. Those were, I love those, bro, because the way those look, I mean, you can wear the red, the white, or the black laces with them. Like, I love them, bro. That's started this entire room, actually.
So yeah, we're gonna get into the cleats because you've got some cleats over there, and that was a big thing that I remember seeing back in the day. Was with you, like you would just get posted in the cleats and like on sneaker pages and all that, and it was like they love that because people weren't really doing that. Like you can see it now, like Aaron Judge, Daz Chisholm had on the was it reverse mochas on their cleats. They're kind of not like, they weren't actual shoes, they were like custom made Travis's.
So from my understanding, like Jordan has a few guys that he pays, not Jordan especially, but the brand has custom cleat makers for these people. So like they're not like, Jordan's not making all of these crazy PEs for them. They're just supplying them, from my understanding, like a stock shoe, and then these guys are sending it to one of X amount of people that they have that they pay to customize these cleats. So like, you know, Jazz's are crazy. I don't think Tatis is on it, but he was really running rampant with a bunch of custom cleats. I know he said he was gonna wear a different pair every game or something like that. But like, bro, I mean, I think people are realizing now, like, it's a way to express yourself, and it ultimately like can get you some deals on the side, dude.
That makes sense. So any more on this wall that stick out to you before we move on to some of the others here? Because it goes, I mean, I'm seeing it's just like Shatter Backboards is a great one. You have Soulflies. You got a bunch, some fours there. You have, let's say, like 15 pairs of fours. I guess you said you don't wear a lot of fours because
no, I don't wear a lot of fours. These are pretty cool to me because like I pulled up, I had these in my locker, and Jay Balvin was throwing out the first pitch against the White Sox game whenever we were with the Cubs, and I was like, when am I ever gonna wear these? So like, of course, like the traditional Clint move, one's tied, one's stock. But like, dude, he wrote his name on there and signed it for me, so I was like, I think that's the first time I've ever asked a dude for an autograph.
That's pretty cool. I mean, just that it so happens.
That was different for me. I was like, I'm not gonna wear these, but I got to get the dude that made them.
Yeah. So this is a pair that I like to point out. This is like one of my favorite Jordan ones ever.
Oh yeah.
2015 UNC season. You have 2 pairs of these, huh?
I think I have 3.
3? What? Are any of these a size 11? Because I need to buy them from you if they are.
They're all 10 and a half. And dude, like, stupid story. This is just like ignorance at its finest. But like, I have a bunch of these pairs that I have doubles at are because I left the pair here during the season and just didn't have anyone to ship them to me, so I just bought another pair.
I mean,
like I think these are going to be dead stock.
They look
potentially.
Brand new,
like like I think I have 3 of these, man, just like floating around and.
That's crazy. I mean, that to me is one of my favorite Jordan ones. Just
dude, they're clean.
Materials, the look, everything.
Because I have the lows to go along with them. Oh yeah, there's the 3rd pair on the ground.
And then the lows are over there too.
Yeah, the lows are right behind it. And then the right above it, and then there's another. Yeah,
over there.
The baby blue colorway for me is a really good color for a redhead to wear.
Hey, it works.
Easy to wear.
So I say before we get into this side, let's talk about some of the cleats. We have a couple over here. This is one that I feel like was crazy. So when you're doing these cleats, you're taking actual pairs, not, you know, athletic pairs of sneakers, and you're actually turning in, like, you go to StockX, you buy a pair, you go to whatever sneaker store, buy a pair, and you're getting them custom made to add the spikes on, correct?
Yeah. I mean, there was a dude that like monopolized the game and, you know, made some pretty, like, these are durable. Like, I actually never had a problem with them as far as like being worried that like maybe the spikes would come off, but they're not that comfy, dude.
Really?
Like, it was definitely looks over comfort.
Yeah.
But like, these were gifted to me by somebody in Travis's camp, because I went to one of his concerts. We went backstage and I was like, hey bro, I'm gonna customize some of your cleats, and he probably didn't even know what the hell I was talking about. But somebody in that room was like, oh, bet? All right, here. And then they sent him, dude, I didn't even ask. They sent him to this dude that makes them. He made them, and then they were sitting in my locker at Yankee Stadium.
That's crazy.
So like, they went behind the scenes, sent him, somehow found the dude, he shipped him to me, and that started it all. Because like, ultimately,
crazy.
like, at the time, these were like $2,000, bro. They just came out, everyone was trying to get them, and then who comes out there wearing them in baseball cleats?
That's
me.
crazy, yeah.
And people loved them, bro. Like, I remember, I mean, I don't know, like, I remember playing against certain other players that were Jordan affiliated, and they were like, bro, those are crazy.
Like, how do
and
I
then they
not
would
have
make
these?
fun of them, you know, like, but like, those were crazy, bro.
To take like the actual shoe, because it's like, when you look at some of the recent pairs, like the Aaron Judge pair recently in the World Series he was wearing, it's still like, that's an official shoe, but it's not the exact same look. They have to change things on it in order to make it like more performance, and so that's where that comfort's going to lack, obviously.
Yeah.
But
and I can say I was like the first one to do it.
Yeah.
Not the first one to do the custom cleats stuff, but the first one to like really pull
Hype
out
pairs.
the card and go out and
Yeah.
get some like big pairs, because then like that led to
Like, that's crazy to a cause 4.
this led to Flight Club gave me these. I don't even know if I wore them. I think I did. I don't know. Flight Club gave me these just for straight like promo at that point, because like, dude, I was doing like, I don't know how many views and likes and comments, but 1,000, 50,000 maybe, just from people seeing that stuff. And then obviously I got these from Mookie Betts. So like, these are actual trainers. To be completely honest, like, no disrespect at all. I didn't want them signed. I wanted like a brand new pair for me to wear. But like, I asked someone to get them for me. They got them. He wrote to Clint. But these are just the turfs. So
Yeah, that's cool.
these are sick, bro. These are so nice. I ended up throwing Mookie Betts out at home plate
When you're wearing
that
them.
same game. So I was like, do I need to send them back over?
That's funny.
I mean, I have a few other cleats over there. I have a ton more in my garage that are insane, but like, you know, these are just like stock Nike that everyone was wearing. Those are, these are actual like PEs. Those are Aaron Hicks's PEs that he gave me.
Check that out. That's crazy. I love that outsole too.
Dude, they're insane. Like, he's got some of the, like, I've got this like a cement print in there, the elephant print or whatever on a few other pairs. Like, I have the Fear of God ones that got, like, Jerry saw them, sent them to me. There's a lot of like mutuals with like someone in my agency knew his dad. I think he played for his dad whenever he was a manager, and I was like, hey, reach out to him, tell him to be on the lookout for the game tonight. And Jerry, he saw I had a good game, man. He sent me a few things after.
That's
so
cool.
it was. I was just honestly trying to put myself in a situation where somehow, some way, the people that created the shoe saw that I was doing something unique with it. Because like, dude, at the time, like, one, playing for the Yankees was like as big as it gets.
Yep.
And then two, I'm sure seeing somebody on the street is cool in their shoe, but not only seeing it in Yankee Stadium and this guy's like playing in the cleats, I was like, dude, I'm gonna raise the bar for the cleats. So I had some fun with it.
Especially back then, because I would say like now you would probably see that more often, but back then it just was like not really a thing, and the sneaker market was at like its peak with Jerry coming out with shoes, like with all the off-whites coming out. It was like everyone was into it back then, so it just catapulted it.
Dude, it was insane.
Like, let's talk about these down here. We got the SBs with the custom glove.
Yeah.
Let's pull these out.
Yeah, so this was just like one of 3. I have a couple others, I think, throughout the house that I could find. But these are the Gulf of Mexico's. So I hopped on the people with Wilson. I hopped on a call with them, and God, I gotta get a cat hair. And just was like honestly trying to make, I wasn't taking that from you. Was trying to make gloves the same as the shoes that I was wearing to the field. So like I had a pair that was the, it was the Travis Scott Jordan 4s.
Yep.
I made my glove that color. I did another one. I can't remember. It was a pink glove. I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was the Unions, the Union 4s. I did a Union 4 colorway. That one was crazy. But like honestly, I was just trying to do something. I was trying to one up the cleat game a little bit, because now I was like, okay, if I could have a cleat that was gonna match the glove, what are they gonna say now? You know what I mean? Like I was just trying to I guess be like your modern day hype beast on the baseball.
Well, nobody was doing that. I saw in the, I think it was in the World Series, one of the pitchers had a glove that was custom, and it had his own custom SB logo on it.
Yeah.
Is it Bueller?
Oh yeah, he started working
Walker
with
Buehler?
the shoe surgeon.
Yeah.
A lot. They're boys. I have a pair of, I can pull them out in a minute if we want. I have a custom cleat pair of Jordan 1s. It was a collab between a clothing brand named Cuts Clothing and the shoe surgeon. And they made 2 pairs. They made one for Walker Buehler and they made one for me. So I have shoe surgeon like curated pairs in the back, and like, dude, they are insane.
Good quality.
Yeah, like I think I wore them once. It's hard, bro. It's hard to like.
Don't want to mess them up.
Yeah, they're expensive.
So let's talk through more pairs that we see here. We got full off-whites, Air Force Ones, the original, the black. You got some of the Brooklyns, the MCAs, A lot of great stuff. These are harder to wear for me. I feel like because they're big. I don't know if you had that issue.
Those are like a half size too big for me. As you can see, like I tried to choke the hell out of the laces up there. I like triple laced them right there. Can't get them to fit, bro.
Yep. You have the Dior 1 lows. These have crazily gone up in value, almost to the point of some pair sizes are bigger or more expensive than the highs.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy. Like they're selling these for like $8-9 grand now.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Because I think I got them around 5, which is ridiculous.
That's when I got them for you.
In itself. But yeah, I don't know. I got those. I think I wore them. The first time I ever wore them was on Valentine's Day with my wife.
Yeah.
So I guess that's acceptable to pull them out then.
That's true. We got some PEs over here. Jordan 5 PEs. Florida Gators. We have another pair of Oklahoma right there. These are crazy. These are ones you're just keeping on ice, right?
Yeah, those are chilling there. And then on top of that, like those are from Warren again. Warren and Drew.
Yep.
And then they hooked me up with these. Another pair. Like these were my first PE low ones. Like these might come off ice, man.
They're clean.
These are nice.
I think those came out around the same time as the Howards, which they just released, you know, the formal colorway that goes out to everybody.
Yeah.
Similar material look.
I think that was 2023, maybe, that these came out. I remember I got those in spring training. I was like, I gotta get those, dude. But that doesn't, I mean, I have more Ps from Warren as well. Like I started to buy some of those because, bro, the quantity on those are super limited. It's only going to be limited to the amount of players and staff that are on the team. So I was like, I gotta get these because
and sizes too.
Yeah, like, and they're hard to get, man. The 10.5 people are not. I mean, they're not giving them those up for free.
And then right under those, quick little Art Basel Jordan 1s, another great one. We'll look over here. A bunch of high pairs. These look like your dailies right here.
Yeah, these are just shoes that I pulled out of my closet. I've been getting like very fixated on wearing the color brown a lot lately, as you can see. So like those just went in perfect. I mean, obviously, like I have
Mars yards.
The Mars yards in the case right there.
Pull these out.
Yeah, we can do whatever.
Mars yards are a great one. This is the 2.0.
Yes.
The 1.0s are crazy hard to come by.
Yeah, I think I went a half size down in these. I think.
Size 10 maybe.
I think.
I don't even see.
Yeah, I don't know.
The 2.0s, and then the all-white Air Force Ones. Those are blocked up, but you guys, we did a whole series on those. I won those at an auction on accident. It was kind of a dumb move. I paid like $7,500 for them. Dude, more than you paid.
I had a friend. Her name was Arlene. She worked at the Fifth Avenue Louis Vuitton store in New York, and I paid retail for those. There's like $8 grand now, bro. Like,
live in New York, you can get those for retail.
Dude, it was she hit me up months in advance, and I was like, don't even think about not responding to this text. Like the first thing you're gonna do is lock me in that pair, and she did. And like obviously, like those are sick. I mean, obviously they're expensive as all get out, but I don't know, man. I needed them. I felt like I got a deal on them. You know what I mean?
Like, I mean, it is technically
$2,700 for whatever they're at now. It's like that was a good price to pay.
Well, let's go. So this is a custom built shelving here, which is great. Which is like I feel like you have to do when you have this many pairs. One of the staples in sneaker collecting over the past couple years has been the Container Store drop front cases.
Yeah.
So let's hit this here. These are expensive, I know.
Dude.
To get this many, because we at one point had this many. I ended up like giving half of them to Nick, and it was like. It was hard to get these, and now they're actually coming out with a new version that they're sending me out. But
let me ask you this: did you have to go in store and buy all of them too, like I did?
I was fortunate to work with them, and they shipped about 100 of them to my warehouse and just delivered them.
I drove from here to Perimeter Mall.
That's like 40-something minutes.
And the box that they would come in would be a box of 6, right? And I could only put. I had the Mercedes at the time. I could only put maybe 4 in there. So like I would go there and I would get like, I don't know, 24, 30, however many it ended up being. And like, it would be like, this is like, I think I counted a minute ago. This is 14 high, somewhere between like 17 to 20 wide, which is gonna put you over 300. So I don't know how many trips I made,
10
dude.
trips.
But it was like, this was a grind to get these. And then obviously to fill them was expensive as itself.
You
but
had to
like,
get the shoes.
I mean, bro, I really had to want these to go get these.
Yeah, and I think that's great because it's protecting the shoes. Like I'm sure some of these pairs probably haven't left here in a minute, and they're all really probably gonna be in great shape.
Oh yeah. No, I've got some. So I would say, like, just like frankly putting it, like, I don't have nearly as many hype shoes sitting in these cases.
Yeah.
I have some mixed in there, but like majority of them are out right now, like on the shelves or in my closet upstairs. I mean, I have a few in here that are mixed in. I mean, obviously I had the UNCs that were dead stock in there.
Yep.
Nick, you said something earlier, like, these were some of my favorites at the time, like the Skeletors, because just the colors on these, bro, like these were...
It's like retro.
Yeah, these are nasty, bro. Yeah. Like, I started to get into, I don't know what these are called exactly. I think these are like Air Force Dunks.
2s?
Something. I started to get it, like these are an SB.
SB Force 2, yeah.
Yeah, like I started to get into buying a bunch of these colorways. So like somewhere throughout the house, I probably got like 8 to 10 of these just mixed in. Yeah, this was the tongue I was talking about earlier whenever they,
Turbo greens, yeah.
Yeah, the turbos with the Union tongue. They
Yep.
started with these, and I was like, I like that tongue. I wore these in the ground.
Those were like $500 at one
what I'm
point.
saying,
It's
bro.
crazy. It's crazy to see how prices have gone throughout the years, because like some have held, some have gone up, and then others are just like, when they keep re-releasing, plummet.
Yeah, I mean, I have a few in here. Like, this is one of my favorites that's hidden away.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Oompa Loompas.
the Oompa Loompas are gross. I got these in, I think I got these in Scottsdale during COVID. I was just going to random skate shops and found them, and I was like, dude, these are coming
Need
home
those.
for me.
The SBs have such good stories in comparison.
They do, bro.
Well, I noticed you have 2 pairs of P-rods.
Yeah, everywhere.
This is a great one.
Those have gone up a ton too, right?
They
Like
have.
these are, yeah, those are so uncomfortable. Those are
They're
so
stiff.
uncomfortable.
Shout out P-Rod though. We filmed the whole his sneaker collection at his house, and he signed our pair. He's such a cool guy, and that shoe's cool. Just, I mean, you have the original with the Dunks, so like having those is cool. Sean Witherspoon's.
Yeah, never found a way to wear these, but
The concept is incredible, and the story behind them. They are a little bit difficult to wear with colors,
they're
but
sick though, bro.
they're so cool to look at.
They're so sick.
Out of all the Dunks and SBs you've had, what's been the most comfortable to wear? Like,
Bro, it's actually,
I know which one it is for me.
do you?
Yeah, I agree.
It's the one on my feet right now.
Oh, that one? I thought
That
it
one?
say Strange Loves.
Dude, the Strange Loves are, but low key, somehow I'm standing right next to
Yeah.
these. You ever put these on?
Yeah.
These are really comfy, bro. These are insane. So
That green is crazy too.
yeah, being a redhead, like I got a lot of leprechaun jokes along the years. I stayed away from these, but I almost pulled those out on St. Patty's Day, but I'm not. All right, so as far as like comfortable SBs go, for me, like those are at the top. Dude, the Nike Bucks are pretty comfy.
The Bucks, yeah.
Those right next to them, I have the Homer Simpson ones. Those are pretty
Yeah.
comfy. I ended up getting almost the entire Simpsons collection, I think, -1, because these are the Homers. These are pretty. These are like 2002. I think I had to buy a bigger size in these, considering the age that they were. Yeah, 2003. And then where is she at? She's in here somewhere. Oh, they're on the end right there. The Marge Simpsons.
It's a crazy color.
Yeah, right? So like I started to get into these. I don't know, these look pretty comfy, to be honest. I haven't worn them yet. So almost to buy them.
Those Strange Loves though.
Those are comfy as hell, man.
Those are
yeah, I think I've worn those 2 or 3 times.
The white laces are really clean.
They are, bro. You never had them in there?
I always did the red. Was it the red come on there? Always do the red. And I've never put the whites, but the whites are super clean. Yeah, always had the reds.
Yeah, the laces didn't go too far. Yeah, bro, this feels like lingerie.
So we're looking at all the shoes here. We got tons here, tons there. Are there any shoes currently that you weren't able to get, or that you feel like would complete your collection to an extent?
I want the rest of the Travis Scotts. I know we talked about those. I don't even know the name. The Velvet
Browns.
Yeah, the Velvet Browns. I want those.
Don't forget that we're giving away a pair of this Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low, the unreleased Velvet Browns. All you have to do for this giveaway is very simple. Just 1, subscribe to this channel. Number 2, go ahead and follow @HarrisonNevel on Instagram. Number 3, follow @StaticATL on Instagram. The link will be down below. And number 4, comment on the picture that's up on the screen and also over my Instagram, and tag 2 friends. And that is it. We'll be picking the winner December 14th, 2024, which is 1 week before the actual release. So don't miss out on the giveaway.
I've got not all of them, but I think I have every single shoe that Travis Scott's released, minus like the PlayStation Dunk.
Those are nuts.
I can't. I don't have the golf ones because I'm not a golfer. But like, I want the Travises. Dude, I wore the Phantom ones. I think that's what they're called. The
Black
Phantom
Phantoms,
Black. Yeah, Black Phantoms. I wore those into the ground. Like, whenever I was on the White Sox, those were my batting practice shoes. To the point to where like a hole ripped through the bottom of them.
Yeah.
Like, I want them. So we definitely need to find those for me, bro.
Yeah, that's a pair we've been talking about because I got a pair early, but a size 9. So that's probably one of the reasons. Is there any like crazy, let's say like a pigeon SB? Is that something that like you have always wanted, or you don't really care to try to spend the money on?
I think I have one
Pigeon Dunks.
I have 2 pigeon Dunks in this basement, but they're not like
The OG.
Yeah, I bought these a long time ago. This is one of them. I don't know the name of these.
Yeah.
Black pigeon.
Yeah, the black pigeon. I bought those a long time ago. This is honestly, I think this was my first Nike SB Dunk that I bought. And then the second one that I bought was the green lobster. And you know what's even crazy, to show you where I was at? I threw this special box away. Like I was super low, like super early in the shoe collecting stage. These are pigeons, right? These are purple pigeons?
They say that they are, but it's not actually.
Yeah, it doesn't have like the actual logo.
They
on
call
it.
it like a purple pigeon, right? Yeah. I bought these from some dude. He actually restored them pretty well. Because these are relatively worn from my understanding. Yeah, they're not bad. But I don't know, what are those Jeff Staples ones cost like 50 G's? Yeah, like I'm not, that's ridiculous at this point.
So there's no pairs that are those unreachable pairs that you're like, I gotta have them.
If I were to go out and like try to get an unreachable pair, it would probably be those ones that you destroyed. What were those? The
Air Mags?
Yeah, the Air Mags. Just to put those in a case.
Nike
because
Mags,
like,
yeah.
to a certain extent, like there are some shoes in here that they're like art. You know what I mean? And I think that like because I'm gonna sell this house eventually, like I would love to have pieces that are in cases throughout my house.
Yep.
That are dead stock and a shoe that people walk by and they look at and they're like, dude, what do you have in that case right there? So it's not even so much about, it doesn't even have to be super hype, super expensive. It has to be eye-catching.
Yep.
That's what I want. I want to talk about it. Like, 'cause some people come down here and they see this and they're like, this is just ridiculous, Clint. And then it's like, well, this is history.
Yep.
Like, this is a new way, this is a younger kid's way of collecting.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, I'm not collecting comic books or whatever
Baseball
my grandpa,
cards.
baseball cards. Like, I'm collecting shoes and ultimately, like, never even had the intention of selling them. So it makes it more pure and natural.
We might get into that a little bit later, but there might be some pairs that you want to sell, potentially.
Yeah. No, I've got hundreds of pairs that I could sell.
Because we got a good, so you guys might want to look out for that. If you're a 10 and a half, 10, you might want to look out. The website might be getting stocked up soon. We're going to talk about that later.
After we went in the closet and we picked out the shoes that we wanted, we decided, hey, we're going to bring them over to the warehouse, lay them on the floor, show you guys, and kind of just give you an idea of what's going to be going up on the website here pretty soon. So, you know, as you can see on the floor, parts of my personal collection, ranging from dead stock to tried on to maybe worn a few times. So these are all from my own personal and could go to your personal.
Let's go to this closet here because you showed me this. So this, I don't think he thought that people would care about this, but to me, this is something that people will like to see. This is kind of, what would you call this? Like a throwaway closet?
I don't know what this
Overflow?
is. This is insanity in here. This is hundreds of pairs, because if you go in, like it goes all the way underneath the staircase. You know, like I've been on hands and knees climbing in there getting pairs out, just trying to get them. So
let's pull a few out. I mean, we should pull out those lace boxes. I want to see that.
Which one?
These 2 big boxes are full of laces
Oh,
right
yeah.
there. That's crazy.
Yeah, these are just.
So if you ever need spare Nike laces, that is insane.
That's just some. Yeah, I mean, you can see the off-whites always in there.
Off-white, there's the Strange Love special ones right there. You got the zip ties in there.
Yeah, right? Then I have another box of them, you know.
That's crazy.
But like, I don't know. As you can see on the ground, there's even more, but like, yeah, this is just, if you need them, I've got them.
Yeah, if anybody ever had lost your extra laces. This is even for the UNC off-whites right there. I saw another one, the blue one, those.
Dude, these are in there. I didn't know those. Yeah, the trainers. Yeah, you can throw that in there. But like, bro, there's like low key, there's some hype in here. Like, I think these are the Villanova Dunks.
I thought those were pandas for a second. It's like put the hype on those.
2004. I think these are Villanova,
like
the OGs. These aren't dead stock. These are probably worn in that front of that mirror.
But 04 is crazy.
Yeah, like, I mean, I've got 2 pairs dead stock of the black and whites. These were before they dropped the black and white ones.
Recently, yeah.
Yeah.
Last 2 years, I think.
But like,
Off-white,
I didn't really like the laces, so I cut the laces out of a lot of them. That bothered some people.
So you have a couple. Do you know what you have? How many numbers of those? Because you have the one in the 50, and then like looks like 5. The off-white 50 lots. I did 50 lots total. He's got the one in the 50, which are the white and the blacks.
Yeah.
And then a couple just random.
Yeah, and then there's one on the ground over there. I probably have 8 or 9. I didn't get like. Those you have to be feeling confident to wear, in my opinion, because ultimately, like, people will look at your feet and be like,
what's all that going on?
What is he? You know what I mean? But like, I kind of got to the point where I was like, not self-conscious about wearing them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it doesn't bother me, but like, ultimately, like, the black ones, those are my favorite ones. I don't know, is that number 1 or 50?
50.
50, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I just wore those at the Falcons game the other night. Those are hard.
So these are good. I have an issue with black shoes that they make my feet look smaller. I don't know if that's a me problem, but these, I can't wear the black Phantoms. I've had 3 pairs and I've never worn them because I feel like they make my feet look tiny.
Dude.
And I don't have small feet. I don't know, it's weird. It's just something that's in my brain. You have a couple of the Travises here too. I always see when we go play pickleball, Clint's pulling up and it's a pair of One Lows.
Yeah.
Usually it's gonna be the black Phantoms, but you definitely wear these.
Those are, yeah.
You don't even heel drag though.
No.
You're pretty good about that.
I don't do that at all.
Cause mine, I do that pretty bad.
I don't think I do that on any of them.
We should show these.
Yeah, those are insane.
So like,
those are disgusting.
that is just, what would we even call it? This is from these being stored, and you have the sparkles happen, but that's like,
yeah, like I think I told you earlier, these along with the ones I'm wearing, these white ones, because these are dirty right now, but these are kind of clean to wear with like a nicer outfit.
yep.
I saw that there was like 2 or 3 pairs left on StockX and Go, and I was like, I'm gonna buy them.
Yep.
And what do I get? That. Like, cause I bought them with the intention of like, okay, man, like these are not coming out again. And if I want to wear these, because like I think I'm gonna wear this shoe for the next 20 years if it holds up.
Yep.
I love it. So I bought a bunch of them, and that, like you said, I don't even know what to call that.
It's like mold, kind of. But
It is, but it's disappointing because it shouldn't have happened.
It's quality
like that.
control. Because it's like, if it was a problem with the environment that they're being stored in, then more shoes would have this. But this is like the only one that's got it.
That is the only one I have. I have one other on the corner over there. It's the, dude, it's the Fragment 3s. Those.
With the heel cap.
Yeah, bro, I think I have it over there.
Yeah, I saw the yellowing of them.
Yeah, just like destroying in the kit. Yeah, right here. Like you can start to see.
Yeah. That's wild.
That's bad.
Yeah, the way how quickly.
That kind of looks sick though.
You would think that that's like a 30-year-old shoe at this
That's what
point.
I'm saying, bro. And like, as you can see, this is all I've done with it. I've tried it on.
Now it looks like a sparkle shoe.
It kind of doesn't look bad.
Yeah.
But like, I would love to.
There's a way to fix that.
If there's someone that's watching this video that knows what this is, I'd love to know what this is.
I've seen people fix it in a couple ways, because it happens a lot with One Lows, especially like bread ones from like 2015. That's a good pair.
Yeah, I stored these. These are
Chicago.
like 1,500 right now. These are dead stock. I know that for a fact. They might be untied right there, but these are dead stock. Yeah,
That's
I feel
a good pair.
I feel clever getting these.
Yeah, getting those.
Because bro, I got those, and then I bought the Chicago Dunks, and they were like $500. Dude, they're like 120 now.
They re-released
I
them.
mean, I was pissed. I thought that I was holding a grail, and next thing you know, it's not worth anything.
So, out of what we have here, could you pull out, let's say, some of your most recent pickups? Like, off the top of your head, which ones you bought the most recent, and maybe why you bought them?
Let's see.
Is
Looking
there anything you can
around.
think of?
Gotta find.
Or let's say, even just, can you think of the last sneaker that you bought?
Yeah. It was my pickleball social status Mac Attacks.
Well, that's one.
Yeah. So lately I've been buying a ton of Mac Attacks because we've been burning through the bottom of those in like a week's time. But if I'm going non-pickleball recent pickups, God. First off, I gotta find them in here. That's the hard part. I recently got a pair of, I think it was 4s recently. I don't know, man, I'm blanking. You might need to give me time to find these.
Say the Fear 4s, but they just re-released
those.
these.
Those were, I don't know what year those are. Those were given to me by StockX.
Yeah, they just, like, this week re-released these.
Yeah, these are the 2013s.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what's sad is I saw these on sneakers and I was like, I need those. And I was like, I have them in my basement. I don't need those.
Yeah. You have the OG, yeah.
This would be one of my more recents, actually.
Stussy.
Yeah, but I was only able to get them this way. I wasn't able to get the box. I don't even know if these are the OG laces. I doubt it. But I wanted these. These were some I saw online where I had a little bit of FOMO where I was like, dude, I feel like every hype beast is wearing these and I need these.
I love those, the brown too. So one thing for me with SBs, and I feel like you might be better off this way, is that being a 10.5, I feel like every pair of SBs that I find are a 10.5 or a 10. I'm an 11.5, and I feel like I can never find an 11 or 11.5.
Dude, I have all 10s. So any size that's that's under a 10.5 is an SB.
Yeah.
Depending on the year that they were made. Because like you go further back in 02, some of those are huge or some of those are small. It like depends on which one. Like those Homer Simpsons ones that I had, those are size 11. The Nike Bucks, one of them is a size 11, one's a 10.5. Like I learned the hard way. I want to say like those, what the Dunks might be 10s or 10.5.
Dude, these are always in a 10. Every time I find these, they're in a 10.
Yeah, there's a good chance they might be a 10.
They're 10.5.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
They fit like a 10.5. Like some of those I got really jaded from because I would purchase them with the expectation that the size that I bought is the size that they are. And they were either too big or too small. And I put my foot in them immediately and couldn't sell them. So, but I don't know, bro. I'm trying to think of like, I recently got these not too long ago. Something 54s, what are these? A J or Quai? Yeah, Quai 54s. I got these. These are all right. You know, these are sick, but these are like, again, gotta be feeling some type of way to like step out in the house in these. I get like insecure about it, bro, because like with me, like just to put it quite frankly, like if you follow baseball and you knew me a little bit, one of the first things that people do with me is they look down. They look down and then they look up and they see shoes, nose ring, red hair. That's gotta be that guy. It's like really easy to pick me out if you followed baseball. So like I always would make sure that like my shoes were nasty. You know what I mean? Like I just don't like to get caught slipping in a pair that I don't feel confident in, dude. It's a weird feeling. I think these are the red bin 23s or the bin 23s. These are insane.
And they come with the insert that like makes them insanely heavy. The Jordan brand insert. We've had a couple pairs of like classic Jordans that are higher quality will come with this shoe insert.
I've actually looked at these pairs multiple times and thought like, I might sell this.
Yeah.
And then I pick them up and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna sell this. But yeah, these would be one of them because these actually these are 1,000 plus, I think. Like I feel good about having these, knowing that like I got the box in these.
So from what we're looking, you don't have, if you percentage-wise of all the shoes, how many boxes do you think you have?
Ooh, dude, in the back, I've got.
So you keep most of them.
I have a ton, but I have no clue which boxes what shoes they go to. So like if we were to sit back there, we would be back. I mean, I can certainly take y'all back there. I would love to not have y'all walking through with the video going just because my basement is crazy. Here's those gloves. This was the Travis Scott 3 or 4 colorway that I tried to make.
Right here?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then here, this was actually a game user. This was the, I made multiple colors, but like, where is it, bro? It's the Jordan, yeah, that's not it, right? No. I think I just put random colors on this.
I'm curious as a fan of baseball, after playing, how many gloves do you have now, like left?
Probably like, not as many as you think. Because I get 3, they would do 3 a year.
Okay.
So there were some years I didn't even make a glove because like by the time that a glove, like I use this glove, like you can feel that, like I use, like feel the difference in how that's worn in. and then you can still see like the shape of that glove.
Yeah, the way it's
is
held.
so much different.
Yep.
So like this was over a year's time of trying to break this in.
Yeah.
So you don't have as many as you have because when you put it in, put 2 fingers like that in the pinky, and feel how it's still like super.
Oh, yeah.
You can still feel right there it needs to be broken in.
Yeah.
So when people are making fun of me for dropping those fly balls, it's probably a little bit of that right there.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it fully broken in. But I mean, I would say I probably have like 10 to 12 hanging around the house between that and then some that I gave to my dad or.
Yeah.
But you don't have as many as you would think you do because, dude, that leather is so stiff and it takes so long to break them in. By the time you break it in, you don't want to break another one in.
Yeah.
So like, dude, that's your lifeline, man. Like you gotta have.
I'm surprised they haven't come up with a way to like the MLB to like break in or the teams to break in because I know like you do the thing where you like mold it because I remember as in high school when I played that it was like you try to get the perfect fit. I know they can probably do that, but like breaking it in, I feel like you steam the leather. Dude,
they'll put it in washing machines. They'll tie it. They'll throw it in microwaves. They'll do everything.
And it still won't.
It will, but like, dude, the leather is so like, I don't know. It's so strong and so good that like, it's not gonna go right away.
Yeah.
And I promise you, bro. For me, like playing shortstop and infield for those guys, they don't need a glove that's super broken in because they're just like catching it and getting rid of it. Me, like I'm like chasing balls, like I have to secure that because I'm not throwing it super as fast.
Yeah.
So I would feel super scared to take a glove that wasn't broken in into the outfield because it's like, dude, like if I drop this right here and this guy comes up and feels my glove and feels it's not even broken in, like that's gonna be a problem, dude. It's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. Cool, I'll put this here. And so to wrap, we want you, I mentioned this to you before, if you have to get rid of every single pair in here and you can only keep five shoes, this is gonna be insanely difficult, but 5 shoes, we need to see what those would be.
Okay, let's see.
And you can take your time, think through it.
Well, for starters, this one's staying.
CPFM friends and family.
These are so nice. Those have to stay.
Just to look at them.
Yeah, I want to keep those.
I got a turntable for my pair. You should get one of those. Like it's a little
spins?
circle and it'll just spin around, hit the lights.
Dude, I did put those in the video. I actually stood in front of those in the mirror yesterday and was like, they were glistening, dude. Okay. I feel like I've got to put the pairs that I already mentioned earlier.
Yeah,
right?
if you've mentioned
like
them already.
I've got to do that one. I'll try to keep it not as hype beast.
No, it's if everything's gone, these are the only 5 that you have.
Oh, then if that's the case, these have to stay. I don't care if these were $100. These stay. I wear those every day. And then on the second most worn shoe, as
I was
you
gonna say, you can't leave those.
Gotta be these. So the 5th pair has gotta be.
So that leaves you 1 pair.
God, dude, this is tough. Low key bothers me that it's only 5 that I can choose. So if we're gonna go with that, then I'm gonna top it off with these.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I feel like it's gotta be the Dior's with the 77. So there's Clint's top 5 picks right there. And you're getting a mix. It's not straight hype. You got, hi kitty. You got the friends and family CPFNs. You got the Unions in the blue. You have, these are these not the Lance Mountains. What's the official name of these?
Dude, I have no clue.
So this is just a higher primo leather. They look like the Lance Mountain materials. High-O premium leather line of the Jordan 1 lows. You have the Black Phantom Travis Scott lows and then the Dior Jordan 1 highs. Those are a great pair as well. So that is Clint's top 5 right there. And I think those are good choices. I feel like it makes me want to look through and pick out my top 5. But then it's going to make me sad because...
Yeah, pick your top 5 out, bro.
It's going to make me sad because maybe we'll do that on your channel.
Let's do that.
We'll do that. We're going to do a video on his channel and talk about these rows and that. But I feel like we've covered a lot of ground, and I love it. Talking shoes is fun, and I feel like we could do a whole nother video just going through even more pairs. So
we can one day, yeah.
Thanks for having us on, Clint, and definitely check out his channel down below, and we will keep you guys updated if pairs are going up for sale on the website soon, if he's going to be willing to part ways with some some of the pairs.
You might see a few.
All right, well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. YouTube thinks that you'll like the video that's up on the screen, so go ahead and check that out and subscribe if you enjoy the content.